Okay, I have some really potentially very exciting news. I just wanna, well, I don't know if I can call it news yet, but I wanted to just film my first reaction because I'm so excited. I'm also like sweating so much. I'm in a hot car, but I'm sweating because I'm excited. Yeah, I just want to film like this first reaction just in case this comes to fruition in any way. But it's been a year now since I've officially retired from my career as a ballet dancer, and I had auditioned for a company a few months after I retired. Not even that long, like honestly it was like 2 or 3 months, and for a freelance project with them because they're a smaller company. And I did get offered the job, and I actually turned it down because in that moment I was just like I flew there, I did the whole audition, I was really interested, like I really thought I was, and I got in shape for it. Not that I was too far gone out of shape anyway, but I turned it down because in the moment I just felt like I didn't feel settled in the decision. Like I didn't feel settled in my life here yet, in my new life. I felt like it was too soon to like leave living with Tommy. It was like kind of this new phase, and I really wanted to see that through. And it felt kind of like I wanted to do all the first things with living with him. I'm gonna close the door, I think it's a bit windy. Oh. I wanted to do like New Year's and Christmas and just those times of year here and with him, and with like creating a new family with him. And so I said no, because it was gonna be like I had to start working right after the new year for a few months. And in the end, I felt fine about that decision, but I kind of always in the back of my head was like, wow, it was a cool opportunity. What if that could have changed my mind about how I left ballet? What if that could have helped me transition smoother mentally? Would that have helped me with this transition, like with how I feel now, how I still feel up and down about it? And I do miss like a lot of aspects about it, and I've been vocal with all my friends or people who ask like, do you miss it? I'm like, honestly, the short answer is yes. Do I regret doing it? Not at all. I also think there's so many things about like this new space in life, the new space I have, that can be super positive. But trying to wrap up that like background story, a good friend of mine just got a job at that company to kind of run rehearsals. I'm sweating so much. To kind of run rehearsals and also choreograph 2 new projects, 2 new pieces for this company. And I talked to him on the phone the other day, and I was really excited for him. And there's some other really exceptional choreographers coming to work for this company, and I was like, wow, sounds just as exciting as last year, if not more, for the company. That's really cool. And he said, I know she's looking for boys, but I don't know if she's looking for girls right now. She might have enough girls for this next season. And I said like, okay, but please let her know that I'm extremely interested, her being the director of the company. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. I said, let her know I'm extremely interested if she is in need of any girls. And it's been on my mind ever since. I've told Tommy, I've told a few of my close friends who are here about it. And just like, it's on the back burner of my mind. And right after I got off the phone with him, I also like gave myself this wonderful like ballet class on the terrace. I was super excited, and I always do that anyway once in a while, but it just felt like, oh my gosh, I was like kind of lit up inside again. And then I just got a text from the director just now asking me if I had spoken to Azier. Oh, I just said that really slow because I was like, wait, I didn't say his name yet. I just got a text from the director asking if I had spoken to my friend. And I said I had. I'm extremely interested. She asked if I wanted the information, if I'm interested in freelancing for them for a few months for some stuff this year. And I was just like, I was thinking about this just on the drive over to pick up Tommy to take him downwind foiling. It was on the back of my mind, like, oh, I wonder if I need to reach out to her. Like, should I play it cool and wait for Azier to talk to her, my friend Azier? Should I just kind of like, I don't know, should I reach out to her again? Because I had turned it down the last time on good terms, but you know. And I'm just so ecstatic that she actually, like, in such a short amount of time, I talked to him 2 days ago. I thought it would take longer for her to consider me again. I didn't know what she needed. Like, I'm just so excited to get the information and see where this goes. I was almost like about to sign up for a 10K this winter. I was about to like move on and be like, okay, I can't put all my eggs in that basket. Like, it's a really slim chance that she's gonna need someone, and I just can't wait. And she's emailing me now with the information. So I just wanted to film this in case something happens and I end up working there for a little while. Have a cat mic. So what's so new about this one?
It's meant to be fun.
Yeah, it's quite small. It has little curves on it. Looks like a little bread knife. Oh, that's much cooler than a bread knife. I said it looked like a bread knife. But it does, now that you say that, it looks like a whale's tail. If anyone has been watching these last few episodes where I'm experimenting with weekly documentation without any particular plan, I think in the end it's in accordance with my state of mind and rhythm right now. I live in a space where I rarely know the actual day of the week, and there are no designated weekends. But hear me out, this is far from a complaint. It's just a new way of life for me, where I look a day ahead or a few days ahead of me and mentally note what work has to be done to put me in a position to reach where I want to be in a year or two. Sometimes I have work during the week with specific people where I meet them at a specific time, but most of my work here is self-regulated. Or there's something I have to get done by a certain date, but no one is telling me how to get there. I take what comes my way, it doesn't matter the day of the week, and this in itself is teaching me a lot about myself and what I thought motivation looked like. I don't feel the need to go right now into any specifics about how it's changing me because I'm very much a work in progress, as we all are. Sometimes I hyper-focus on a certain sport, sometimes another, sometimes everything all at once, and I string myself out and implode. I'm more well-rested than I've been in a long, long time though, and even that, I'm sorry to say, feels foreign. I guess all I'm saying is I'm trying to break my habit of chasing what is comfortable, and for me, old comfort is strung out on adrenaline. I'm viewing this new part of life as a little experiment. Can I do things differently? Really, can I adapt? And stop mentally living in a place I've physically already left? Luckily, I have some people in my life to remind me of this little experiment when I forget. And mostly, all I can think to myself these days is, I'm in the process of remembering my own immense freedom. Vas-y.
T'es prête?
Oui.
Hein? Vas-y, fais.
Vas-y.
Oh.
I was trying to the other. Hold on. Okay, let's do it. Toi, et.
Ah!
Pas trop mal.
I know. Don't even look at me pee.
Oh, sorry. Should have warned me.
Oh, it's a bit chilly.
You're in the shadow of the cliff.
Light, I can see shit.
What are you checking into the boat?
We saved!
The most important thing of the day.
Yeah, well, still a bit warm. But no.
Recently, there's an Alan Watts excerpt that's come into my life that I've been a little more than fixated on over the past few weeks, so I want to just read it to everyone here. He says, "On the one hand, you let go of everything and you live in the eternal now, because that is all there is. See, memory is an illusion and it's all gone. So everything you know about that makes an impression on you is no longer there. That's the meaning of life. There's only the eternal now. There's only the present moment. There never will be anything else. Because even what you're remembering is happening in the present. The memory is in the eternal now, isn't it? See, so it's all really absolutely here. But on the other hand, what fun to drag it out, to make it echo, to get involved, and to fall in love, and to become attached. It's just like riding a bike. It's a balance trick."
This is where you live. It's beautiful everywhere.
I can't capture how cool the pink is. It doesn't have that hue.
We have to
There's the
post-process
moon.
it, mate.
Does it look like I know how to do that? Time to learn. This is your daily reminder to compost all your coffee grounds. And yes, it was a quick journey to my second cup of coffee. Whoa, that's strong. Tasty. Got a little cold brew in my life, and ooh, that tastes like almost orangey, which makes sense though because I also just bought beans from there, and I usually don't get beans from this particular place, and some of them have like plum and red fruit accents, and I saw another one that had like orange accents with like a chocolatey flavor. So intense. So first stop cold brew, second stop giving myself a ballet class. Hey yo! Look at the mess I've made. Actually, this one looks pretty good. Usually there's like tons of other workout stuff everywhere. Good morning. Another day on the island with some cold brew, which I didn't even know they had here. I've never seen any sort of coffee ice drink, so I'm super excited to find out someone has cold brew, but I have to say, I was kind of expecting like American cold brew where it's, I don't know, like this, and you can see the cup is like this, but they only filled it to here with like one big ice cube, so it's like cold brew espresso size, which is cute and I appreciate it. And this place sells really good coffee, so the taste is like spot on. Love it. You can tell they really care about what they do. Like, it's actually flavorful. It has all these different flavors that I don't taste in hot coffee sometimes. So that's cool. But what I really wanted to sit down and talk about really briefly is kind of update on my potential dancing freelance gig. So I have corresponded a bit with the director now, and I accepted it. I think that was the offer. She sent me all the information and I accepted that offer and just like had some little questions. And now I'm just kind of waiting to be able to sign like a physical contract type thing and figure out where I'm gonna stay, because the amounts of time that I would be there versus here are kind of, there's like 3 different segments that I have to go back and forth. Well, I don't have to go back and forth with the breaks, but at least one of them I'll be going back and forth. One of them I'll be coming back. It crosses over like Christmas, New Year's. So I'll definitely spend that time here. But now I'm like in the process of getting ready physically for the job. I've kept working out and I've kept a lot of like activity in my life, but of course it's not the same caliber always as when you're like dance focused and ballet focused. So it's been a weekend now. I've been giving myself class and like kind of a harder workout type class. So maybe more than you would just go through the exercises in a regular class. And then next week I'm gonna move on to, as well as going to the gym and having like multiple sessions a day of one session in the morning, like class, another session in the gym, strength training, and usually a third sort of stretch or skills or like refining postural work, you know, stuff like that, abdominal, like deep abdominal work. But yeah, I think I'll try to film some of that process and I really don't want this to be like a ballet vlog, but it is what's happening in my life coming up. So I think that will be a separate time and place for a video like that, but I do want to collect like kind of images of what I've been doing to get back to it, and I can kind of assess like how it works. I have like my own personal standard for what it feels like to be in shape enough for a job and for it to even show up, you know, like I have a high standard for myself. But also then that first chunk of the job will give me a very clear indication of like how I can mold the training after that, because that will be like, it's always a bit of a shock when you're like creating new pieces, and already even if you are in perfect shape, you're not like, you're creating, so it's tough on the body sometimes. So that will give me an indication of what I can do next when I come back here, or if I stay there in between. And yeah, I'm just really excited. Actually, I'm feeling just super excited about the opportunity, super excited to have this chance to go again, because I never really felt like fully done with the expression of dance. I just felt done with a lot of other things, and I needed time away for reasons like I don't even need to go into, but I just needed a different life for a while. And yeah, I don't have any expectation honestly for this, except just like take it 1 week at a time, get in shape, and try to like show up and be open-minded and enjoy the process of creating again. there's so many landscapes, it's because I just wanted you to be able to experience the landscape here like I do. Sometimes just in silence or with some really nice music. Just appreciate it, and there's nothing more to be said.